What's good, YouTube? How's it going? Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right. How's everybody doing out there in Tarot Land? Hope you guys are having a good day. It is Wednesday, October 29th for recording purposes, but the reading is always timeless, y'all. You guys know what time it is. We are going to clear the air. Headphone warning. Oh, I forgot the anointing oil. So, you guys, we're getting closer to the veil being completely blown open on Friday. It is 1:44 on the clock right now and 1:11 on the timer. Okay, y'all. I'm just going to say my intro. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. This is the Underdog Ministry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me. You guys kick ass and take names. For new subscribers, you guys are really awesome. It starts out slow, but towards the end of the reading, you're going to be blown away. Stick around for the whole thing. I promise you, it's a fun day. Okay? Y'all, for the ones that have been here from day one, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. Keep hanging out. Keep looking out in the comment section for the crazies. Keep listening to the moderator because she doesn't take no BS. All right. I'm going to roll the dice. We've got a headphone warning for those of you that have those earbuds in. This part's really loud. All right. The first thing I see is royal. I don't even have to rearrange any dice. I just have to spin them in as royal. R-O-Y-A-L. Gears. Gears. Damn it. You know what? That one and that one, I accidentally flipped over. So there's those. Gears. Q and A. Somebody is having a question and answer. Q and A. That's weird that came out like that. Somebody has some questions to ask another person. Okay, it's gonna piss them off too. I'm hearing Peter Griffin. That's what really grinds my gears. Shit. Okay. I don't know why that is, but that's what I'm hearing right now. We have got, well, finish what you started, not finish like the culture. One and not two. Finish. Somebody has to finish the race. I'm hearing Going the Distance by Cake right now. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. I do not understand some of the downloads that happen when I initially start out, but as we go through the reading, y'all, if you're new here, you'll get it. We've got money is here. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. All right. We've got kite. Like go fly a fucking kite. K-I-T-E. Oh, y'all. What is on the other side of kite? I know it's backwards. Sorry. It's iPhone. Cain. Like Cain and Abel. Ooh. Somebody who is small but mighty. All right. Nothing. Okay, this is specific. Somebody is using Dreft laundry detergent because they have sensitive skin, not because they have a child. They may have some sort of allergy to perfumes. And then we've got fed, F-E-D. Somebody's well fed or somebody is a federal agent. Okay, last letter is D. That does not spell a word. Going back over next to the can. Didn't make it in today. All right, and then we're going to pull. We've got less than an inch left in the basket, folks. So we're going to pull a few of these. We have got Stephen Squires out there. Tara Dawn, thank you for changing your name, sir. Do not call me a superior white anything because I do not feel that way. I am almost offended by that statement. And if my moderator was here, I'd have her put you in timeout. Actually, hold on. You can go in timeout. You got 24 hours to think about calling me that again next time you're blocked. All right. Anthony Floyd, welcome in. Okay. We'll take half of those, the bottom half of those, because it's just too many some days. The letter F is here. We have finish. We have fed. Somebody might need to finish what they started. Spend the night, try spend my life. Okay, somebody's fallen for somebody here. Single white female vibes. What did I just go off about? Okay. Hadn't even flipped the card over yet, folks. See how shit like that works? We've got January 9th, 2023, private detective. Private detective. Someone dropped the dime on another person. So somebody might be getting investigated because somebody ratted somebody else. Healthy self equals heal thyself. Screenshot this, flip it around. You'll be able to read it. But I understand it's 90 or 180 degrees because of the iPhone. It's there to frustrate the pirates. All right, so Holy Spirit, Most High God, Archangel Michael, please be with me as I channel these messages here for the collective today. Archangel Michael, surround me with your wings of light and cut off all energetic projections that are not for my highest timeline. I also ask that you imbue a sense of respect in the people here that are viewers. Make them seek some sort of growth. They're here for positive changes and answers to the shit that they don't know. Okay? Please and thank you. Amen. Tell me about Royal, Q&A, Gears, Finish, Money, Kite, Dreft, Fed. Somebody is a check kiter. Somebody's trying to finish the money trail. Page of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Swords. All right. So somebody can't move forward until somebody says something. Period. Somebody can't move forward until somebody says something. Ten of Swords. Somebody dropped the dime on another. Something can't proceed until somebody says something and betrays another person. So if everybody here is just kind of quiet, something can't go forward. What is, oh, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Look, somebody's stealing something. Money. Royal in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We've got two queens out here already, and we've got royal as the first word. Somebody has some questions, and somebody can't proceed unless somebody drops the dime on another person. Something about money. Something about somebody's status. Three of Wands in the reverse. There is no procedure for this situation, is the word I'm hearing, or is the way I'm hearing this. You see how that card flew over there? On top of Cain in finish with the truth. Yo, something can't proceed until somebody speaks up and drops the dime on another person. Something about money that is gone, or a position, or their ability to care for themselves, or their ability to even work or be an entrepreneur or be a positive maternal figure here. The strategy is not working, but the truth is what's going to set the situation on its ear is what I'm hearing. Star in reverse and justice. Look, somebody's permanently sick, and it is an injustice. They almost died. They were almost laid to rest. Somebody's illness got so bad, and it needs to be made right. Justice needs to be done. Justice needs to be paid. Karmic balance needs to be restored. The right thing needs to be done. Somebody needs to make this shit fair and right. You were almost dead. Finish them. Finish them. Cain and Abel, this is a brother and sister, or a brother and brother situation. This is absolutely family related. 10 of Cups. Somebody's going to be happy they're never going to worry again for the rest of their life after this. It's family related, but whatever here, somebody is never going to worry again. Things are going to be made right. Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm seeing happy life without any more emotional turmoil. No more upheaval, no more upset, no more sad. It's like the show of emotion is not a show. It is just something that you're surrounded by instead of handed by somebody else. Bottom of the deck, Sun in reverse. Your joy has been taken for long enough. Okay. Tell me about royal, please. I want to know about that specifically. Why is that word here? Tell me about royal, please. Karmic path in reverse. On top of justice. You don't have karmic debt. You've already restored your balance in the universe for this lifetime. There's something that you've overcome here. So you're being elevated. It's like a promotion. You've got new status. People are aware of this here. Nothing can move forward unless somebody drops the dime on another person. This is even somebody who has given up on something, lost money, walked away from something, can't given up control over something rather than betray somebody. And I think that that might have restored some sort of karmic balance in your life here. So what about Royal? I still haven't clarified that all the way, please. You don't have karmic debt. Courage in the reverse. People are afraid of you. Nobody wants to come up against you ever again. What was done here? I'm going to move this because it's bugging me the way it's laying on those cards. What was done here is somebody can't move forward or proceed with something unless you betray another person. And what I'm seeing is you're willing to give up stuff rather than betray people because their strategy fell apart. When you realize that was the truth, you're over here feeling like of everything that you've been through, everything that's hurt you. You went through all of this to force you to betray another person. And I don't think you did that. I think that you restored some sort of karmic debt by not doing that and by standing up to this situation. Courage in reverse. I don't think anybody wants to see you as an opponent ever, 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 ever. I'm hearing you're relentless. If it's going to mess with your peace and your happiness, you won't even entertain like a romantic tryst. You're not going to let that like disrupt your happiness. You're not going down a karmic path. Cain and Abel, you're not going to choose the left-hand path. That courage, people think it's chicken shit, like you walk away. You're not going to stand up to somebody or something. You're not going to say something about something. And maybe people don't understand that there's another way to do things here for you. Your gears shift differently than other people. The way you think. Nature spirits in the reverse. All of these energy cards, your symbols, there's shit that somebody is going against their, like their makeup. Like somebody is, I don't know how to explain it. You weren't fucking raised that way is what I'm hearing to say. You weren't taught that. Nobody around you acted like that. Nobody showed you how to be like that. It's against everything that you were taught. It's a good thing, though. I don't think you're supposed to go the way that everybody thought you were going to go in this energy, because something can't move forward unless you're willing to betray another person openly. And I think you would rather take a loss than apply that strategy. That's not going to work for you. You know the truth. You have the truth. God knows the truth. You went through so much. You like this star in reverse energy. Something made you gravely ill. Mental, physical, a surgery, emotional, a grief, a heart stuff I'm hearing. And it's got to be made right. It's got to be made right. You almost were an epitaph, okay? Right now, you're supposed to be focusing on your happily ever after, your joy, your future. And I think that you're pouring into the fact that you're here alive and you've got something to be grateful for. You're not even mad, is what I'm hearing. You're not entertaining things that are fly-by-night when it comes to relationships. I think you'd rather be by yourself than let yourself get into a dark place right now. I think that right there has reset some sort of karma for you. I don't think anybody thought you had the nerve to do something like that because it goes against everything that everybody says about you and how you were raised, etc. I think you bossed up with that royal. What I think is you found some sort of class. I think that you may be a rags to riches story here, good fortune. I'm feeling a rags to riches energy, and I'm not talking like billionaire status time. Time is on the bottom of the deck. What I'm feeling with this is that you have classed up. Maybe you decided that betraying somebody wasn't the best way to get your karmic justice for you. That wasn't in your strategy. You're willing to give up a couple of things. You're willing to let some stuff go. You're willing to maybe even take a financial loss or a hit or walk away from maybe not all money is good money. Okay? They want you to maybe betray somebody, be the one that drops the dime on another person here. And I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think you knowing the truth is enough. And I think you focus on healing yourself. Heal thyself, your healthy self. And gave yourself some sort of justice because you might have been very close to death's door. If you guys really know about the Four of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck specifically, maybe not in other decks, but in this deck, this is laying in state. This is somebody in a church. They're dead. Okay? The final rest. Okay? You're focusing on being happy. You're not even worried about romance. You're not even mad. You're not in your feelings. You're not being messy. You're kind of sad, actually. You're kind of sad. And you didn't have to go back and betray somebody and like establish karmic debt for yourself to make people think that you were strong. You went against your own upbringing and your own nature when you did not apply that strategy because you knew the truth and were comfortable with it. You're going to let the universe finish this situation out. And with money here and good fortune, I think that maybe this might be a financial plus for you. I think there's somebody really heavily watching you, hoping that you're going to do this, praying that this is what you're going to do. This single white female vibes, private detective. It's like they're hoping that you betray somebody so they can swoop in and like try and adopt your position, your life, your persona, so they can finish what you started. This person's really hoping that you destroy another individual with the truth. And it's not in your plans to do that. You'd rather find some sort of healing out of your own pain and give yourself justice because you know how close to death's door you were. Now you're just focusing on happiness and your happily ever after in your future family, and maybe the house and the white picket fence and the dog and the etc. Whatever makes you dream. Okay. So tell me about the money. Since good fortune was the last thing out, dropped one on the floor. Five of Swords in the reverse, you guys. Hold on. Somebody's hoping to resolve a fight with you with money. Page of Cups in the reverse. I'm hearing I've seen and heard that shit before. Somebody doesn't believe that what they're saying themselves. Like the shit that's coming out of their mouth, they don't even believe what they're saying. 3 of Cups in the reverse. This person's not your friend. Somebody's trying to resolve some situation with money, and they're still not your friend. They're really not sorry. Sorry about what? Sorry about what? Wow. Okay, hold on. Magician in the reverse. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So manipulating your mental stability. 10 of Swords in the reverse. They couldn't end you. That's the 10 of Wands, not the 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So they're mentally manipulating you. They're messing with your like a chemical imbalance, they're saying. A chemical imbalance, and you just can't carry your own weight. But here's the 10 of Pentacles right after that 10 of Wands. You have got the 10 of Swords up here. You've got the 10 of Cups. You've got the 10 of Wands. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. All 4 10s. When I pulled in today to come in and start recording, it was 10:10 a.m. There's something about endings, completions, cycles being completely closed here because you did not betray somebody. This money is coming to you because you're not supposed to be burdened. Look at this. Somebody wants to resolve a conflict with money, but they're not sorry. They're not really your friend. 3 of Cups in the reverse. This person may have, maybe they are your friend, but they weren't loyal. Okay? This person is egocentric with the Magician in the reverse. It's like a self-gain type of gossip, slander, shit talk, all about your stability, all about your mental health, all about a chemical imbalance, all about your inability to carry a burden. But here you are with this 10 of Pentacles energy, and that's a legacy, a family, the dog that we talked about when this card landed, all the kids, the smiles, the playing the frisbee, the family gathering. It's all here. Here it is. That happily ever after you're dreaming about, and you're not getting in your feelings because you're not going to go back to what made you sad. That was a karmic path, and you're not going back down in it, right? Boom. There's your results. The Moon. I think that you might need to keep your happy life, your private life, your inner circle and the things that are like the most precious to you, to yourself. Temperance in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles. Look, don't lose your cool. People want equal give and take. They want to go tit for tat with you. They want that exchange of negative energy from you. They really do. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Go take a nap instead. Find that peace. Find that rest. You have shifted gears completely. You're fed up with bullshit. You tell these people go fly a fucking kite. Somebody was trying to get you to go against your nature and drop the dime on another person, rat somebody out, betray somebody, do something because you were not getting along, because you're fighting with somebody, something along those lines. This royalty means this royal over here, not royalty, means you handled yourself with class. Like upper echelon level of dignity. And somebody wants to reconcile something here with you. Because nothing can move forward if you don't betray this person. If you don't betray this person, the things that you chose to take an L on because that was never part of your strategy to begin with is what's going to show the truth. Look, that was never part of your goal, was to go for somebody, was to, finish them. Nobody asked you a fucking single question for you to be able to give them a single answer. It was just assumed that you would do a certain thing. It was assumption on people's parts that you were going to make certain decisions based on provoked behavior. I don't think you did what people thought you were going to do. I think you did exactly the opposite of what was expected of you. That letter F up there, I'm thinking you failed the test, but I don't think you did. I think you failed the third dimensional behavior model, but I think you won in the spiritual one. I think you did the right thing here because you've got all 4 tens and only the negative ones are in the reverse. No more burdens, security, legacy, structure, the dog, the house, the happy times, the family gatherings. Change your perception beyond the illusion. You're seeing beyond what somebody wanted you to do. It was orchestrated for you to behave a certain way, and you did exactly the opposite of what people thought you were going to do. I think you set loving boundaries. Look, you did things with an open heart. That's not what people expected. People expected you to be cutthroat, Queen of Swords, finish them like it was Mortal Kombat or some shit. Okay? And I don't think you did that. Cain and Abel, they thought it was going to be a fight to the death. I don't think you did that. Trust. Ask, listen, and allow. You ask questions. You listen to the answers. And you allow space. You allowed space for somebody to just give you the truth. Twin flame. Everything is possible on the bottom of the deck, y'all. Ain't that a pretty card? Good fortune right on top of twin flame right on top of good fortune. Follow the signs. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Okay, so somebody here did exactly the opposite of what the behavior model was supposed to expect of them. Like you were supposed to cutthroat somebody. You were supposed to cut him down to size. You were supposed to finish him, finish her. You were supposed to just betray somebody. And instead you decided to take an L because that wasn't part of your strategy to ever act that way. You had more class than that. That's where this royal behavior came from. You shifted gears when it came to something and you got fed up with the situation. You were not going to keep going tit for tat. You wanted your peace more than anything. You wanted balance. You wanted to relieve your burdens. You wanted legacy. You wanted stability. And I think that whatever has been done, somebody wants to resolve a conflict, but they're not truly sorry. I think they just got caught slipping, playing in your energy and trying to knock you off balance. And I think you're going to unburden yourself of this connection, and it's going to set you forward for all the right ones. And I think that something positive is going to happen for you here. And when this does, you need to just, keep your most closest stuff to yourself. Like your inner circle, your core group, that stuff is just for you. You don't have to give of that energy. You don't have to be that extra. And the fact that you chose not to step out of your peaceful energy while still setting firm boundaries and not going tit for tat with somebody, it changed the way that this entire situation was going to go. Your open heart and firm, loving boundaries, but you still allow room and space for conversation and answers. That there, it set something off here. Spend the night, try spend my life. I think somebody's twin flame has entered the building. Tell me about that. Tell me about the spend the night, try spend my life. Those did not shuffle well. All right. Death. The old has to be completely let go for the new to grow. Do you see that there's new growth right here? And this old life is going to fertilize the new one. You've both learned your lessons from your old lives. You've transformed. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You know what doesn't work for you. Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And the anxiety and the sleepless nights and the worry and the stress and the fighting your own demons is the shit that you're both leaving behind. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Freeing yourself. I think that the person that is in your twin flame energy is the person that you were supposed to turn on. And I think that you didn't turn on this person even though everybody expected you to fucking cutthroat them. Queen of Swords. I think your loving boundaries and consistent energy and no bullshit way of being, like you're just a truthful person and you're chill and you're not going to deal with certain stuff and you just set boundaries and you still are kind, but you gave it room for, like, I don't know, discourse, conversation, question and answer, ask, listen, allow, question and answer. I think that there's a lot of conversation back and forth that has freed a lot of energy from the past. This particular run of cards, it's like the old way of doing things is done. The old way of partnering is done. The nightmare energy, the stress, the sleepless nights, the regret, the worry, the anxiety, all about abandonment issues. Eight of Cups. Mentally free from those things. Because you didn't do what everybody expected you to do. The Hermit in reverse. I'm hearing you had time to learn about yourself, so you gave time for somebody else to experience themselves. It didn't matter. Heal thyself, healthy self. You can't heal another person. They have to do it for themselves. Knave of Cups, Page of Cups. Somebody has to want new and better for themselves. They have to seek truth and they have to seek nurturing when it comes to, like, putting the right food in your body, getting enough water, not drinking a bunch of, 12 energy drinks a day, even though they're super tasty and you feel like Superman. Tomorrow you might have heart problems and kidney problems. So it's just like somebody's really learning how to take care of themselves in a new way. How to deal with their abandonment issues. All because you didn't do what you were supposed to do by the behavior model. You were supposed to give single white female vibes. You were supposed to be stalking somebody's life. You were supposed to be hyper control. You were supposed to be money centered and try and just completely betray somebody. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, but instead you let go and let God. You can't control what another person does with themselves or their body or their health. It's them, not you. And it has nothing to do with you, so you let go. Seven of Swords. Somebody has a confession. They feel guilty. They feel ashamed. They feel like the need to hide. because you let go. And you didn't do what everybody else thought you were going to do. And so this person feels really exposed for all the shit that they have hidden in the past. You were supposed to be really cutthroat. You were supposed to just betray this person. You were supposed to just rip this person to fucking shreds, evidently. And I don't think you did. I think you like didn't need the extra wrinkles. I mean, being mean and angry makes you age fast. So I don't think you did. I think you drank your water and minded your business, right? Another way, you just acted like royalty. You let this person finish their own self-exploration is what I'm saying here. This person here, everybody expected you to rip another person to shreds, and I don't think you did, and it led this person to a healing, led a whole community to healing. An entire group of people, not just one person, but out of this community is somebody's twin flame. You taught people how to set loving boundaries. By doing things the way you did and not being I'm hearing not being a fucking shrew. Okay? Anybody knows The Taming of the Shrew with Elizabeth Taylor? That's a really cool old movie. All right? You didn't do what everybody expected you to do. And you taught people a thing or two. Operating just in your regular ass energy. That's why people are considering you royal. That's why people are thinking of you in a different light. They're holding you in high esteem. This community is really changing their mind because of you. They're holding you in high honor, super high respect. Whatever community this is, whether it be the area that you live, whether it be the people that you work with, whether it be an online gaming community, whether it be an online platform like this, whether it be a church community, somebody's opinion of who my collective is changing heavily. From thinking down on you to holding you in some sort of high esteem about your occupation or the work you do or the way that you operate or you were Queen of Pentacles in the reverse in the first row of cards. Something about maybe preventing your work where now they are holding it in some sort of high respect. Okay? The gears are shifting for you and you can expect things to change. Things are looking positive for you. You have changed an entire dynamic, or I'm going to say you are the ripple in the pond. The rock that was thrown in and those rings that you cast out are just going and going and going and going, and it's spreading and spreading and spreading. It's like the butterfly effect. You can expect changes based on the work that you do. You can expect to be treated differently and held in higher honor because you did not do something that people thought you were going to do. They thought you were going to betray another person, rip them to shreds, do something, and that was not part of your strategy. You actually chose to take a loss rather than do that. And I think the courts recognize it too. There's something about to be given to you. We've got fed here. We've got money here. We've got finished. There might be a court case that is just about wrapped up. There might be a judgment being made, possibly in your behalf, and that's going to change everything in this situation for you. Remember, you're never going to have to worry again. We had that all 4 10s for you already. Toil and labor, you're never going to have to work again. I think other people are going to have to work very hard to get back in your good graces, though. I think the people that you didn't turn on that thought you were going to, I don't think that they're anywhere in your future. I don't think they're in your future plans at all. I think you got dreams that you aren't including them in. Things are about to change heavily. You're about to change your entire life because of what was done here. Main male, bottom of the deck. Twin flame, bottom of the deck. So here we go with this energy here. There's somebody that has to bring you something. And I don't think you see this community in your future at all. I think you might want to change where you live. I think you might want to change your circumstances. I might think you might want to change, I don't know, the car's packed. And it's in the dark. The street lights are on. Somebody's got a bag. It's like they're loading up and I'm seeing the Beverly Hillbillies out of this car. Seriously. Think about the intro to the Beverly Hillbillies. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, entertain yourself on a sick day. It's worth it. All right, so let's get one more pass of cards. What is the change that you are going to make, collective? Tell me about my collective and the change they're going to make, because they stayed in high class. They did not show their ass in public. They shifted gears to finish something that they started, okay? You here have fought a good fight. It might be a family fight with that Cain and Abel vibe, okay? It might be somebody in your family. It might be a family fight in court with this adjudication here. I think that you were expected to betray somebody heavily and you didn't do it. And I think that changed everything. Everything is possible. I think you holding these boundaries and changing the way you thought about things, asking questions, allowing this person to move the way they needed to move, helped something along. Madness. There was a method to their madness. Letting them move the way they needed to move. There was a method to their madness and you didn't need to understand it. With that moon energy, you didn't need to see it. You didn't need to be part of it, but there was a method to this person's madness. You didn't move the way that everybody thought you were going to move. I think this person knew that you weren't going to move that way. 3 of Pentacles is here. Teamwork makes the dream work. Look at the strategy. Look at the map. Look. Plotting, planning, working together on a goal to accomplish. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, though. It's like somebody doesn't necessarily expect equal give and take. Somebody is ready to just fix it. They don't need you to give right now. 10 of Pentacles. They need to give to you. Dun, dun, dun. They don't need you to give right now. They need to give to you. They want to give to you. Ooh, they want to treat you like royalty, like a princess. And how are you going to feel about that? The method to the madness. You have allowed this person to figure out thoughts, how to find respect for what you do, maybe. Or you're just not going to deal with people that don't respect what you do. Fear and abundance. Wow. I just posted something about what's your biggest fear. And the fear is that we are, not that we're not good enough. It's that we're so powerful that we can do anything that we set our mind to. Something along those lines. Should be on the community board. Samuel L. Jackson movie clip from Coach Carter. Somebody here is afraid that if they give this to you, that it's not going to be reciprocated. You don't need to give to this person at all. They don't need it. They have plenty to give to you. This 10 of Pentacles is here. Like, that's twice. You've got 5 10s in here now. All right? You got the 10 of Pentacles twice in this reading. Money is over here. Shift gears. That kite might be there because it's like time to chill. Time to go sit on the beach and sip some sort of blended drink, whether it has adult beverages inside of it or it's a smoothie, it doesn't matter. But have something, you know, fruity while you're sitting on the beach flying a fucking kite. I think Cain and Abel means that the fight is over. I think you have fought your good fight. I think that this person doesn't need you to give to them. They've got plenty for you. This is a strategy. There was a method to this person's madness. Imagination in the reverse. You can't even begin to pretend to understand what this person's daydreaming about. This person's got big plans and you don't see it coming because you did not betray them the way everybody else expected you to. Discipline in the reverse. Everybody else expects you to lose your fucking mind. Lose your shit. Fly off the fucking handle. But trust is there. You set boundaries. You change the way you looked at things. You allow a person to be who the person is. You ask questions to understand why they are the way they are. You listen to their answers for truth or bullshit. You gave this person the space to be who they were and rebuild some sort of trust. I don't know what they've done in the background here to violate your trust, but both of you have a past that's over. Like with that death card, both of you have done some not so good shit in the past. Both of you have got some things you're not proud of. Both of you have got characteristics that you have changed and transformed from. Both of you are different people now. Grief. I think there has been some sort of loss between whoever you are and this person. I think the grief might be losing yourselves. I think you lost who you were. And I think you've come back to who you are after all that's been done to you here. I think you can expect some sort of ruling in your favor. I don't know if you're in a court case or not, or if you are in arbitration, or you're like in some sort of custody counseling, or I'm not sure what all that's about, but there is some sort of ruling that's about to go in somebody's favor. Something that they're never going to have to work or worry again. And that's what this Ten of Pentacles energy. You've got so much money energy here. It's not even funny. And somebody just wants to wife you or husband you up. Two of Potions. So the Two of Cups. Love interest. Partnership. The Empress in reverse. This is somebody that you are not going to have to mother. This is somebody who's grown. Page of Potions is here. Page of Cups. This is somebody's fresh, new energy. This is somebody who's going to bring some fun to the table, some inspiration to the table. This is the person that's going to be like, let's go fly a fucking kite. We're bored. Let's go fly a kite. We only got $12 to go spend on a day. Let's go get some Cheez-Its and some sodas and a kite at the dollar store and go play on the beach. Seven of Presents. This is somebody who knows how to invest for the long term. This is somebody that wants to spend their whole life with you. They want to invest in you heavily here. It's almost Halloween and they're already thinking about Christmas. Already thinking about Christmas. The Moon. Secret. Already keeping something hidden, something stashed away for Christmas. They're trying to hide something until then, I guess. I don't know. One more pass. I'm getting into this a little bit too deeply today for a collective, but that's all right. So what is the secret? Help me bust it out. I've always been pretty bad about that. My family used to be mad at me, and they didn't realize that I was kind of psychic when I was a kid. They didn't like it back then either. I remember this one year my grandma fucking gave me a box under the Christmas tree, and I said, "Oh my God, it's a robe. I love it." I hadn't even opened it yet, and she just slapped me. She said, "Damn it, Jennifer, just open it." So we've got the Knight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Look, somebody is pouring into their own emotional. They're drinking their own cup of love. They're drinking their own cup of love to restore balance to themselves. This is what's going on for you. This is what's being kept secret, that somebody has been like taking good care of themselves. They have been really invested in, it's like they're searching for just the right spot to refill, refuel, restorative energy. Like their cup, they're drinking out of it, but they're at a spring. It's like you make this person feel like young, like the fountain of youth. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there's songs to be sung. Yeah, this person really likes you. You bring balance to their life. You bring peace to their life. You just accept them for who they are. This person feels rejected by the world, but not when they're around you. Because you just accept them. You ask, you listen, and you allow this person to be who they are, but you set loving boundaries because of who you are. You still want to understand who they are because you do care. You accept this person. You just need to be able to understand to be able to accept it, right? You don't want to fight. This person feels like you beat them. Like you've got them beat. They just want to fix their heartache. They just want to fix their heart. You got them beat. It's like in the beginning here, you're supposed to be turning on this person. And because you didn't turn on this person the way everybody expected, the way everybody in the community thought you were going to do, now the community has to look at you differently. They have to think about you differently. They have to think about your work differently. They have to hold you in high honor because you didn't do what everybody expected you to do, which was eviscerate this other person, this main male here. And you didn't do that. You gave this person space to just be who the fuck they were. And went on and were who you were and healed yourself. You know you couldn't heal this person, only you could heal yourself. And if they want to heal, they'll find their healing, right? Well, the way you've approached this has flipped this person's mind, okay? It has shifted gears in a situation. No longer are you looked at as somebody who is going to turn on this person and destroy this person. Now you're being looked at as royalty, okay? This person has absolutely no second thoughts about you. No hesitation, no reservations, no nothing. No worries about you, no concerns, none of that when it comes to who you are. This person trusts you. I don't know that you trust them because of what's been done. You're asking, listening, and giving this person space, holding space for their truth, whatever it is. Okay, I think I'm going to hold the reading right there. I don't think I'm going to go into an extended or anything like that. I think if this is your reading, you know that you've been having some family problems, infighting, somebody that has just been butting heads with you. Could be somebody that you really care about, somebody that you used to be in a relationship with. Could be somebody you're in your community, somebody at work that you're close to. I don't know, but people have thought that you were going to go crazy. You were going to stalk somebody, single white female vibes. You were going to try and control every situation. You were going to destroy this person, betray this person. Nobody even asked you a question to get a proper answer out of you. They just assumed. And you know what happens when you assume, right? Spell it out. It makes an ass out of you and me. Okay? So, these people assumed. They didn't ask any questions. You have shifted gears, and now there's going to be a whole lot of money in this situation for you because of some sort of court order. Something about your work ethic or your ability to work with toil and labor. I don't think you're ever going to be able to work again or have to work again. And I think that you don't see any of these other people who did this community in your future at all. But whoever this is that you did not turn on, this person has a cup of love for you. That 2 of Cups right there, that Empress in reverse, you didn't turn on them. You didn't get karmic. You don't have to mother this person. You didn't have to tell them what to do, or you wouldn't tell them what to do. You just let them do their thing and accepted them doing whatever they were going to do. Page of Potions, put new energy into it. It made this person wake up. And now they want to invest in something long-term with you. They've been pouring into themselves, working on their own balance in life, work-life balance, mental health balance, physical health balance. And this person feels accepted when they're around you. It's like you destroy all of their facades. They can be vulnerable with you. They trust you. And they're keeping a secret from you. I'm hearing just until Christmas, though. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. Okay? I think something's coming for you. And that's got to be all that I can say about the secret so I don't completely ruin it. Maybe we'll finish the story another day. But right now I'm closing the reading. All right, you guys, thank you everybody for being here. Let's say hello to the comment section. We've got Tara Dawn, we've got Gus Walter, we have got Third Stone, we have got Jeffrey Tucker, we've got Isaiah, we've got Captain Teach, Anthony, we have got all kinds of friends in the comment section. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Kick ass and take names. And remember, bitches, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit with all that I've been through, then so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.